So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach, and the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That's a cute ball. Oh, it's Van Basten. And he welcomes it in. Oh, this is a great... Mbappe! So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Beckenbauer with the clearance. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Camavinga, he's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
It's come to nothing. That's an excellent interception. Distributed tidily. Delivery from Mbappe. And the keeper gets his hands on it. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Guti. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Baresi does well to get it back. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. And this is Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a brilliant interception. Guti. Chance! And it's Yaya Toure. That's tidy. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Camavinga did well to emerge. There's to keep an eye on. Cruyff. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. Yaya Toure. Guti. Now, can they get him away? Koundé. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Guti. Out towards the flank. Great vision. Guti. Rudiger is there, and he can get that clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No way through there. Beckenbauer. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he thumps it clear. And that's put paid to a promising move. Yaya Toure. And here's Van Basten. Cruyff. Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. What a throw in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. That has not gone well. Can he get onto this? Pedri. It's a good foot in there. And here's Van Basten. Now it's Cruyff. He's found a way through. An uncompromising challenge.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now he's off and running. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. And he cuts out the supply. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a climb! Yes! And they are cruising away. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Inter Milan. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Inter absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Inter Milan very much in control here, 3 up and cruising.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10 será
There's the
reemplazado
start of the
por
second half.
el dorsal 8, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Fernandes. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Guti looking to penetrate opposition lines. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. And he's lost his man here. And he has been fouled there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Roberto Carlos! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he should have made it fall.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
So will they make it count again? They've played it short. And he's there to make the challenge. Inter Milan have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that... Oh, they could be caught out here. Van Basten. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? No mistake. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do.
Goes for a shot! Corner number 4 coming up here.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Camavinga. Now it's Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, good-looking ball. And he's picked out the run. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's just beyond his reach. Mbappe is having the time of his life here. Cruyff, shot could be on. Cruyff, that's another chance. It's in. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Delivered across.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cruyff receives it in a wide position.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Marquinhos, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Van Basten. Van Basten has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Now it's Yaya Toure, and he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it out wide. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And he's had a hit! No, it's wide.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Done delicately. He's a sharp little ball here. Knocks it into space. Cruyff's cross. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Caresses it through. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Shot a goal! Yes, he's done it!
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now that's well seen too. Guti. Searching pass he's played there. Pass somewhat off target. Camavinga.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Van Basten picks it up out wide. He's got away. Pedri. Played into space. Chips it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Van Basten is sharing after that one. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's Figo. Messi, there he goes, motoring forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good spread. Cruyff. Oh, well played, well played. Howson gets rid without sophistication.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism.
Climbs up big! He's delivered all right! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Rashford running with the ball.
Borussia Dortmund really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work? And the shot! And he hits the net! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that.
Oh, shooting chance! Not the most accurate pass. Baresi calmly anticipates. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Dembele, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cleared without complication. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's away! And it's Messi. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key interception. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Van Basten. And a chance! Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. Bigo, and the shot! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Pelé. Now there... And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Messi aims beyond the defence. Now the ball in. That's a decent clearance. Oh, that's superb. Van Basten. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. And this is Messi. Great chance! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Schusts, he rises!
2 added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. Second period then underway. They've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Great ball if he can get there. Chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pull it. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, that's well seen too. Somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cruyff. Over to the left. He's found a way through. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And now he has two. Borussia Dortmund take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more.
Dembele! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Toure getting this one clear. They get a throw in. And here's Messi. And he's had a hit. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Hullet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rashford. It's Rashford! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Van Basten. Now it's Figo. And this is Van Basten. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Roberto Carlos. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Messi. Yaya Toure. Gerrard. That has not gone well. Messi looking to add to his goal. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Rashford. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Gerrard. Plays it across. Half an hour gone in the second half. Played out towards the right wing. Zanetti crosses. And it's Gerrard. Can he finish? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Corner number 2 then.
10, Messi. Number 17, Hullet. Number 7, Dembele.
They've played it short.
Number 18.
Not quite sure who got the final touch, but
Number
it will be
13,
another corner.
Sado.
So, third corner of the game.
Coming on the field.
And it's been
15,
taken short.
Scholes.
Up to play it back.
Raul.
And this is Neymar.
Number 9, Mbappe. Number 11, Erling Haaland.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Raul. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Figo. Mbappe. This looks promising. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, this looks sharp. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Danger averted for now. This is Scholes. Mbappe. And it's Fernando Torres. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Hello,
Your
everybody,
reflections
and
then, Jim?
please
Well,
join me
Peter,
in
I
wishing a
really
happy
couldn't see
wedding
what this
anniversary.
team was.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Rashford, big header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten is offering a right smile there.
And it's Neymar. Threads one in. Oh, no joy this time. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people and a spring in his step.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Szoboszlai, now it's Rashford. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Howson. Van Basten might just make this. Messi. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Well read, nice interception. Rashford is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now, he's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Guti. Probing pass. Baresi providing an outlet on that flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Howson concedes a free kick for that. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Messi.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, good ball. Big chance! Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Guti. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. He can get that clear. And here's Neymar. And here's Rashford. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Not the most accurate pass. And it's Rashford. Takes a shot. That had everyone off their seats.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Zanetti. Oh, can he get onto this? Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good spread. Rashford. That is lovely. He has found a way through. And he goes for a shot! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And this is Forlan. Now it's Forlan. He's tried one! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff. Rashford receives it in a wide position. And Guti! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Oh, that's a key interception. More and more pressure on the ball here. Roberto Carlos. That's a shade optimistic. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Guti does really well to win the ball there. Shapes to shoot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This...
A header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread neatly. Rashford. Quick look, then plays it in. Van Dijk clears it away. Referee has just said play on.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Forlan. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for the run. Kimmich. And it's Cruyff. Distributed tidily. Hernandez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He could be in here. Shot a goal! Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. Oh, delightful ball. That's really well cleared.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Van Basten picks it up out wide. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And here's Cruyff. That's a good ball out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Basten could try cutting inside here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Cambio en Tigres. Número 14. Número 19. Messi. Entran. Número 20.
They've
Número
played it
21.
short.
Cambio.
But they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos with the short one. And he thumps it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Forlan. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No, that's been intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. He's cut it out.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Van Basten! Decent enough try.
Van Basten is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. And he's certainly onside here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Gerrard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neymar, he's picked his way through. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
This was a fantastic display, Peter.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Well, there was a time when broken metatarsals became an integral part of the story surrounding England's bid to conquer the world, and this man suffered that fate back in 2002. And it was a major national trauma at the time.
It was, but such was the presence and influence of David Beckham because of what he did in qualifying.
Can he finish? He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Seaman gets it away. That's a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great ball, and he's in. Chance for a shot! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
He rises! Oh, off the bar!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Cruyff. And this is Pizarro. And he opts to go forward. Albert Ferrer. Bojan Krkić is herring after that one. Engages and forces him off the ball. Dink through. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bullish header! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Cruyff. Not the most accurate pass. A probing pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Cruyff. Well timed, excellent interception. Serginho.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Beckham. Looking for options for movement. Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that. Nesta cuts out the pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now the delivery. Header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Quickly taken. And here's Bojan. Lovely bit of skill. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to Oh, what a mistake! He is through here. Cruyff. Decent chance! Sticks it away! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come.
He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Zanetti delivers. Khan claims it, safe hands. And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, delightful ball. And the counter is on. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's a cute ball. Spread neatly. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that'll be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Substitutions taking place.
So once again, we're underway. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh no, this does not look good. Bigo has it out wide and in space. Now, can they get him away? Cafu.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Oh, great header! In he goes again. It's there!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Looking to play him in. Cafu cuts it out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now that's well seen too. Knocks it into space. Cafu does really well to win the ball there.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Figo. It's Figo! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And this is Pizarro. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played into the box. Big header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Oh, no. No circumventing this opponent. Oh, it's come loose.
Figo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Over to the left.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he latch on to this? And he's managed to get free. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, smashing header! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And now he has 2. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Beckham. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Cruyff. Caught offside that time. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Messi.
Oh, really well played.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
The goal scorer after 85 minutes is number 20.
So is this the start of a comeback? Now, he's got space here. Bigo is in a really good position out wide. Nicked it back promptly. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was Beckham! Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Zanetti wins the duel this time. And this is Pizarro. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
No, that's too long. There will be 4 extra minutes. Serginho. Oh. And that will be it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Cruyff claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Special lottery. Please grab the tickets. You were given
Terrific
when you walk
recovery,
in through
a
the gate.
really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And he plays one through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Cruyff, and this is Van Basten. Thuram gets a foot in here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's a sharp little ball here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Played out to the right. Pass somewhat off target. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Zico wins the duel this time. Nicely weighted ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
For the ultimate model of consistency...
Bullish header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Vieri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Serbia with the corner, they're first. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Basten, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. It's Rashford!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's on it, can he get away? That's been cut out, well played. Zico, played into space. And they've got a throw. He's found a way. Oh, what has happened here? So it is still 0-0. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Threads one in. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Belletti. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Rashford. Great vision. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Zico really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now that looks a decent ball. Bigo gets flagged offside. And that was very necessary. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Spread neatly. He's cut it out. Vieira getting this one clear. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. That's beautifully weighted. That's good running with the ball. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Roberto Carlos. It's a really well-measured ball. Bigo in acres of space out wide. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Rui Costa. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rui Costa. And this is Vieira. Well, that's a little loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent chance!
There will be 1
Quick to
minute
recover
added
this.
time.
Oh, no joy this time. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Played with finesse.
Serbia are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Vieri. Serbia finding their... Vieri! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Can he get it through? Played in deep. Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rashford. Looking to play him in. Van Basten.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Yaya Toure. And here's Rashford. And he's there to belt it away. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Cleared without complication. Now, what about a counter-attack? Baresi spots it and intercepts. And he's gone looking for safety. Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Cruyff. And here's Van Basten.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Cruyff. Takes aim and crosses. Belletti. Now it's Forlan. Nice looking ball. Gets into some space. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good ball! Has a look and plays it forward. Rui Costa. And here's Vieri.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Van Basten. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
substitution for Serbia. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 32, Vieri. Number 22, Rui Costa. Coming on the field.
Now he's got space here.
15,
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And it's Belletti.
Number
And
8,
up he goes!
substitution in
And a
progress.
terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He shifted it to the flank. Deco. This looks promising. Cannavaro. Now there's a fine ball. Shot could... And he shoots! Inter Milan take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Zico. Inter Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end.
There will be 1 minute.
Picked up
of time.
brilliantly. Shoots! Now, and he's following up. And it's in. Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Zico!
And we're done. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Inter can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Galatasaray.
I'm Peter
against
Drury, and
Inter.
it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Rashford. And this is Forlan, and he's lost his man here. Big chance, must be! Decent chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the game's first significant moment. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross flung in towards the middle. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Zanetti. That is a great pick out. He's picked his... and he shoots! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to... Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Forlan deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Rivaldo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kukçu. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bigo providing an outlet on that flank. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Forlan. Bigo has it out wide and in space. Kukçu.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Throw in. Out again for a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And it's Yaya Toure. The message is clear. None shall pass. Toure is flagged offside. And he was quick to react.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Inter Milan, fallen! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's in space and looking for options. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's gone looking for safety. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And the through ball. Just the chance, surely! It's in! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different...
Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Tar. And it's Pedri. Beckham. That'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. What a throw-in. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Park Ji-sung is always looking to play quality balls.
And
it's Pedri.
Has been indicated.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Terrific header! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That has not gone well. And he's managed to get rid. And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Please take this opportunity.
Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Inter Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Figo picks it up out wide, climbs up big, off the post. Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Forlan, oh, good spread. Figo, and that's played in. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Zanetti. And it's Figo. Can he get on the end of this? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Rashford! Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Totti. It's a really well-measured ball. Ruben Dias promptly onto that, and that is that. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Inter are clearly enjoying a...
That could spell trouble. Great vision. Costa Curta. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rivaldo. Well timed, excellent interception. Park Ji-sung. Rivaldo. Now it's Forlan. Forlan gets flagged offside. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save him up here, I know. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. Beckham. No, it's come to nothing. And he's there to belt it away. It's Sergi. Looking for options for movement. Inter Milan have a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Beckham. Knocks it into space, and it's been played through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that's gone loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? And that's not going to reach. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Forlan. Konate. Totti. Raul has created one goal already.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Forlan. And a chance! Inter Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Raul. Played out wide. Sergi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Galatasaray clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he cuts out the supply.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Ruben Dias wins the duel this time. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Maicon. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nesta tries to clear. Yaya Toure. He's shifting through the gears here.
4 added minutes has been
Confirmation
indicated.
that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rashford. Inter Milan finding their passes. Maicon. Kukçu. Serves up across. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
be disappointed with that.
And that's that. Inter Milan, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Rashford taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Wedding anniversary for one of our fans.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a oozler of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Out to the right. And he's got his cross in. Bellingham. That's a cute ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a good ball out wide. He's in space and looking for options.
It was a shame his technique just let him down. We've all been there.
Not the best distribution from the keeper, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Forlan. He's picked his way through. That's very neat. Forlan proves just a little bit too strong. And he can clear it away. And it's Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Some good work on the right flank here. He's found a way through. Cross from Hakimi. Howson can get it clear.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither...
Tries from a long way out. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Figo picks it up out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. Palmer are looking to go forward now. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Good strike, quite an alarm. Zanetti. Now it's Figo. Now, can they get him away? Van Basten. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driving forward. It's a really well-measured ball. Palmer. Gets a good foot in there. Palmer was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's picked it up out wide. Serginho. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zanetti. And here's Figo. And he's gone searching crossfield. Serginho's cross. And that has earned... And he's had a hit! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Yaya Toure clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Rashford, looking for options for movement. Could move up a gear here. Guti, good strong midfield running here. And he was alert to it. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Ronaldinho. He has found the way. Decent chance! That's a decent clearance. Zanetti. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. Now he's off and running. Now it's Figo. Figo. Figo crossing. Oh, smashing header! He's delivered all right! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Now it's Rashford. Spread it left. Serginho. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. No, he's not getting his way this time.
There will be
Now it's
one
Figo.
more added time.
Van Basten. Figo could try cutting inside here. And he's cleared it back out. And this could be the final action of the first half. He gets big. In he goes again. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think it's a case
Just
of
a
so
quick
far,
request today
so
for
good.
everybody to
The
please
boss has
kindly
clearly done
remove
his
any
homework,
cars
and I
parked
don't
on the
think
road outside
he needs
the
to
stadium.
change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Aimed beyond the defence. Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looking to play him in. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Van Basten. Rashford. Now it's Forlan. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. He is through. Bale! Oh, crossbar! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he was always going to be set like that, the keeper, and he didn't have the composure to avoid him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's got away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Forlan is standing over this one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Guti. Number 15. Rashford.
That was travelling.
Number 9. Ruben Diaz. Number 5.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. And Dijk calmly anticipates. Zanetti. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that was nowhere near his best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's beautifully weighted. It's Ronaldinho! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Parma really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh no, this does not look good. Great ball, and he's in here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Forlan receives it in a good position here. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Figo. Oh, that's well spotted. Great vision. That has found him in acres of space. Played into space out wide. Terrific header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Now it's Yaya Toure. Cannavaro robs him of possession.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's being urged to shoot, and he's had a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
So, third corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's been drilled in, and he's cleared it out of harm's way. Knocks it into space. Figo. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Bellingham. Has a look and place it forward. Shot could be on. Caught offside that time. That is good alertness.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's really well cleared. Pinches it off him. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Serginho. Looking for a runner. Corner it is. Good reason for optimism here. Ronaldinho. That's at the end. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Van Basten voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Children's announcement. With the
And after all of that, Jim...